Okay, 24 hours later, everything is dry. First of all, you mix your 2-part resin. Put a little bit here in a little cup, so ease of pouring. And then I mixed a white opaque. I put a little bit of the piñata white that you put when you're using your alcohol inks. And then I used a little bit of the Sapphire Ghost Blue, and that'll give it a little shimmer. So first of all, dampen the face of your coaster or pine needle basket bottom, there's a bubble there, with a little bit of resin, and let it just kind of sit and move along and even out. So you'll recall I didn't have my little starfish. I got those in yesterday and I've settled them in there. They came from Oxnard, actually from where I was born. So that was kind of cool. The rest of the shells came from San Carlos, and my friend and I picked them ourselves. So let me show you the process. This is just dampened with a little bit of clear resin over the top so it will flow better. So let's see what happens. First of all, wherever you want to start your frothy white, put a small line of clear resin, and that's just going to allow the white to flow when you blow it. So I've got my white all mixed up here, and I'm going to go with just a little bit of that right over where I put that resin. Now I've got my little heat gun. It worked better than the blow dryer because it's not blowing as hard. The blow dryer was just blowing it all over the place. And I've got a little pointer tool, and let's see what happens. If we can just get that moving a little bit and create a froth and move it across the top of the clear resin. Yeah, it's moving quickly and easily. Now, as it keeps working, it's going to get a little bit of these little openings, and they kind of look like, yes, they're getting little cells, we call them. I'm just going to put this on low and try to heat it up a bit and get some more cells, because I really like the cells that I got over in this one. And if that doesn't work, well, there's some cells opening up, and it just looks beautiful. I'm not sure if you can see the colors underneath, but I love the teal. So you can also use, if you have a little heat gun or flame, whatever you use in your painting and working. I use these a lot. Just don't burn. Yeah, we're getting a little more cells. Just don't burn your molds. That's the key. Just go over it quickly. Give it a little heat. And these do just keep moving. I've noticed this one over here is still moving. This one looks perfect the way it is. If you want a second row, you can do a second row of froth. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue on the way that it's working. I really like the way that it's working on its own. So here's another one. We'll just go over it quickly. We already have our clear resin on top. There's a nice, you can see there's a really nice little gloss on it. So I'm going to just pour a thin line of clear resin where I'm going to start my frothy wave. Now, if you saw the first part of the video, you saw the different colors that I used, and I really like, you can use light, dark, different blues, but I put teal in the middle, and it really gave it a nice look. I like it, so I think these are coming out great, and I'm really excited that it's including some shells that I got in Mexico and San Carlos on my recent trip there, and it has some little starfish that came from Oxnard, which is where I was born. I just feel like it's all falling together, and I'm so excited to be making these bottoms. So here we go. We're going to do a little bit more blowing. See how far this guy goes. This little wave travels. Oh yeah, he's moving. He's moving. And then it settles back down. And it just kind of flows on its own. It moves. It just gives it a little froth. I think I want a little bit more white on this one. So I'm just going to put another dribble here and blow it out. And I love how you could see through the white and you could see the colors underneath. You could see the foam from the white, but you can also see the colors underneath, the teal. It's just beautiful. So we'll blow this out too and see what happens. I think it looks great. I'm gonna blow it back a little this way, sorry. I'm just playing with it, and then it opens up, and oh, look at that. Okay, so I think when it dries with this ghost resin, or the ghost blue in the resin, it's giving it a real shimmy. Let me take you in for a close-up. So you can see how those waves are just frothing, and it's got a nice shimmer from that ghost white. Look at that, how those movements are. This one looks really good too because you could see the teal underneath and you're getting some nice cells there. There's my adorable little starfish. And then here's the black sand. This one really opened up good. I really like the waves on this one. Thanks for watching. I have several more to do, so I'll get back to you soon. So working my way through these because my resin is starting to get thicker. I'm going to pour a line of clear just above. And that just helps the white flow better. So the white goes a long way because you're just putting a little line of it across right over the top of the clear. Now I'll be honest, my first two I had to wipe off and start over, but I'm much happier with these last. And for me it seems to work better if I do it on low. And just work it. The thicker part stays to the bottom and then it starts working together. So just kind of play with it. And I love how you start getting all these openings. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a shimmer because I use that ghost powder. And then just as it starts settling in, you start getting all these cells. Just like a frothy ocean bottom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take, I don't have it, my torch gun isn't ready, but this works just fine. And that opens it up a little more and starts giving you those cells, what makes it look like a real ocean bottom. So now I've only, oh, it's smoking. Don't want to overheat it, so be careful. So I've made just this little small cup of white. I still have some left, and it only mixed 4 ounces of 2-part resin, and I have enough to do about 3 more, so I've got 6 done here. It goes quite a long way, so you just need to mix a little bit of resin, play with it, and then go from there. I'll show you pictures after they're done curing 24 hours. Thanks for watching.